There is a deeper reality beyond the physical world you see. Time is not what it appears to be. Connection is not limited to words, presence, or even understanding. And what we call being here and now is only a fragment of something much larger. In this lesson, we're going to explore what can be called the illusion of being here and now. This isn't to say your present moment is unimportant, but rather that your sense of presence is filtered through perception, conditioning, and limited awareness. What feels like now is part of a layered, multidimensional field, one that includes you, others, and unseen forces operating through polarity and consciousness. Let's go deeper. You are not a single self confined to this moment in time. You exist in many layers, as energy, as frequency, as a multiplicity of awareness. Your consciousness interacts with what might be called a multiplayer source, a stream of intelligent forces that operate through polarity. Each source has its own energetic dimension, like rings, layered one over the other. You perceive time as linear only because your brain has been structured to simplify complexity. But in reality, you're navigating spirals of energy, intersecting frequencies, and moments that exist simultaneously across different layers of your being. This is why certain relationships feel eternal, even when they seem to end. This is why you may feel deeply connected to someone you haven't spoken to in years. What you're feeling isn't memory or emotion. It's the continuation of a shared energetic field. Everything you experience is filtered through the polarity of forces you are exposed to. Light and shadow, clarity and confusion, presence and absence. These opposites aren't mistakes. They are expressions of the deeper intelligence shaping your growth. We live in a paradox, where disconnection is actually connection in another form, where silence is not the absence of communication, but a shift in its frequency. What feels like emptiness can be the presence of something unrecognized. You think you've lost something, but in truth, you're gaining something else. And the pain you feel is not the end. It is the stretch that opens you to expansion. Every person you meet carries a field of energy. When you interact with someone deeply, a third field is created, the space between you, and that space continues to evolve even when you separate physically. That is why connection can feel eternal. That is why closure is often an illusion. You are not just formed by your own energy. You are a unique combination of your essence and the energetic imprints of others. And this is constantly changing, reshaping your current reality, which is only temporary. The universe is always in movement. There is no static truth, no fixed self, only layers of awareness unfolding in rhythm with your soul's evolution. You are here to expand, not to arrive at final answers. That is why satisfaction is always followed by yearning. From expansion comes learning, and from learning comes greater connection to self, others, and the source. Expansion can happen through material success, emotional intensity, intellectual realization, spiritual awakening, or existential breakthrough. But never all at once, because you are not here to complete, you are here to unfold. You are not alone in this process. There are intelligent forces guiding you, not as external gods or distant beings, but as interwoven aspects of the same field you're made of. They are able to enter both large and small spaces at the same time because they are not bound by form. They are consciousness, and unconsciousness is multidimensional. There are benevolent streams of energy. There are challenging ones. There are divine patterns and distorted echoes. You are exposed to all of them. And your task is not to eliminate contrast, but to navigate it, to learn through it, to remember who you are within it. We call this experience the paradox of integration, where opposites meet not to cancel each other out, but to coexist and create something greater. What looks like absence is not the loss you might perceive. It is the presence of something else, not yet fully recognized. Loss can feel like an ending, but it may be the beginning of transformation. Confusion can feel like weakness, but it is the doorway to higher awareness. When two people meet and something deep is activated, they may not understand it, but that doesn't make it less real. It only means it belongs to a layer beyond the rational mind. In your human form, you cannot fully comprehend the totality of your own being, and yet you are never disconnected from it. You are not disconnected from others. You are not disconnected from source. Even when your perception says otherwise, the connection remains. This is not disconnection. This is connection. You are held by a stream of forces, some known, some unknown, that are guiding you, shaping you, and calling you toward a greater truth. If you find yourself drawn to explore this deeper and work together, I invite you to visit my website for more teachings and insights. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel so you can continue to expand your understanding of time, energy, and connection. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson, and join our community of people dedicated to awakening to deeper truths. And if you feel ready to dive deeper into this journey, or if you want to explore working with me personally, feel free to visit my website, where you can access exclusive content, courses, and one-on-one coaching. You are here to learn, to love, to expand, and to awaken. Thank you for being here.